kids. The story that I'm gonna read for you today is How Many Travels, author Mala Kumar, illustrator Deepa Balaswar. Let's start. Money makes the world go round, they say. Actually, it is money that goes around the world. We earn, save, use money in many ways. Money keeps changing hands. One day, Grandma gives Hira a 10 rupee note. The next day, Hira takes it to Uncle Chandu's shop, who takes the note and gives her a smart pen instead. He puts the note into his cash box and in the evening he takes it to the bank. Every time money changes hands, a transaction takes place. Let us learn more about the many surprising ways in which money moves from one place to another. Where does money go? What happened to Hira's money? After Hira gave the money to Uncle Chandu, where did the money go? The money moved from one place to another. The giving of money or the taking of money for a purpose is called a transaction. When Hira gives money to a shopkeeper to buy a pen, a transaction takes place. A transaction that involves money is called a monetary transaction. To put it simply, money is either given or taken. Coming in and going out. Transactions are of two kinds: receipts and payments. Sometimes money comes in. This transaction is called a receipt. Sometimes money goes away from you. This transaction is called a payment. All money is either paid in to somebody or paid out by somebody. Money that you may get a gift on festival and birthdays from relative is a receipt. The salary that your father or mother gets every month is a receipt. Let's see some other receipts and how people receive money. I earn money by carrying bricks. Selling shoes is a joy. It gets me income. I earn money by working on my computer. Sweet job fruits go out of my basket. Money comes in. I receive money to argue and fight with others in court. You have earned money for helping me clean the scooter today. Do juice bottles fetch more money than newspaper? Yay! A cash prize for running fastest in a race. The money that you pay to the school as fees is a payment transaction. The money that you pay to the bus conductor so that you can travel in the bus is a payment. School fee, rent, buying household goods, money paid for bus tickets, books, chocolate, toys, money paid for all of them is a transaction, payment transaction. Is it all my money? So does it mean that all the money that I get or have is my money? No, not always. Some of the money that you get is not really yours. Arun earns a salary of rupees 15,000 a month. In the month of June, he needs extra money to buy school books, school bags and uniform for his 2 children. So he borrows money in the form of a loan from a money lender. Both the salary and the loan are receipts, but the salary is his to be used as he pleases. It is called an income. The loan is also a receipt, but he has to return the amount along with a fee called interest. The loan is also called a liability, something that has to be returned. In money matters, interest is a sum paid or charged for the use of somebody else's money, now to be repaid him later. When you borrow money, you have to pay back the amount along with the interest. When you lend money, you will get back the amount along with an interest. When someone borrows money, the transaction is a receipt, but the borrower has to pay back the money. So this is a liability. Money borrowed from a money lender, bank or a friend is all receipts since you receive money. But remember, this money has to be paid back with an interest. The interest may vary. Some banks ask for a low interest for giving you a loan. Some relative or friends may take a very small interest or may not demand interest at all. Some money lenders ask for very high interest. So one has to be clear about the interest on the loan before taking it. I'm a money lender. I take high interest on the money I loan you. I'm a friend. Lending money is not a business to me. Just return what you owe me. I'm a bank manager. I take interest too, but not as much as the money lender. My money just melted. If I want to eat an ice cream, I have to pay money for the ice cream vendor. We can enjoy the ice cream, but after a few minutes, the ice cream is finished. See, my money just melted into my mouth. Payments are of two kinds. Money spent on expenses and money spent on assets. Payment made for things that last for a short term are called an expense. Spending money on an ice cream is an expense. When your parents buy a bicycle, you enjoy riding the cycle, not just a day, but for several years. An object or service that helps you for a long time, at least over a year, is called an asset. An asset also becomes an expense over a long time. The bicycle might last long for 15 years but may not need repair. Payments made towards an asset are always helpful. Assets like a house, cattle, and gold are useful when you need money. Money can also be kept in a bank in one's name. The record of your transactions, paying in, taking out in a bank is called your bank account. What's this? Refer book. The most common way to deposit money is a bank is to having a saving bank account in your name. Money made as a payment bank towards a bank deposit is also an asset. Actually, it is your money, kept in the safe custody of the bank. Oof, let me sit here for a while, says money. Money travels from one place to another, one hand to another, one pocket to another. Thankfully, there are few places where it can rest for a while. Let's see what these places are. Is a bank like Aladdin's cave? No, a bank is not like Aladdin's cave, but it's a very special place. A bank is a safe place where people keep the money that they do not need for immediate use. It is also a place where your money grows. Depositors save their money in the bank. Does a bank have a huge underground place like Aladdin's cave, where all the money is kept? No. But banks do have small, safe, strong rooms with multiple locks, called lockers, where money is stored. The money is transferred from the treasury branch to the different branches, depending upon the average transaction that takes place each day. Banks not only store money but also transact in money. If you keep your money at home, it remains as it is. It does not grow. If you do put it in a bank, the bank will find a person who is in need of money immediately and is willing to pay an interest. Thus, a part of the money kept in the bank is transacted, given away as loan. As a bank earns an interest on the loan, the bank is in a position to pay an interest too. People who need money takes a loan from the bank, and the loan may help people to pay a school or college education, to start a business, to buy fertilizers, or for any other useful purpose. In this way, a bank helps people in a society to make use of each other's money in a peaceful and beneficial manner. His cash box is lumpy. Every household has a different way of keeping money meant for daily expenses. It may be a special box in a common cupboard, a purse, or a drawer in a desk. Some people keep the family money for day-to-day transactions in a little box in the kitchen. Hira's mother keeps money in an old purse. Take 10 rupees from the purse and get a packet of sugar. She tells her son Chandar sometimes. Chandar buys sugar and puts back the change in the purse. Farmer Prasad always keeps some money in a pot near his mother's bed so that the family can use the money even when he is out in the field. I keep my money under the mattress. I keep my money in the pocket of my shirt. No one will find my money here. I keep my money in a container on the kitchen shelf. Why is my bed so lumpy? Some people even use a pocket of an old shirt as a place to keep money for day-to-day transactions. Grandpa keeps money under the mattress and forgets about it. Then he complains that he is unable to sleep well because the bed is so lumpy and uneven. Each family has different ways of storing money. Cash in the till. A bank officer maintains a bank till. When customer pays in money, she puts it into the till. When other customers have to be paid by the bank, she takes money from the same till to make the payment. She is called a bank cashier. She keeps records in an account book or on a computer of all the people who pay in money and all of the people who have taken money and of all amounts that have been transacted. A cashier is in a shop, school or office does transactions in similar way. He too has a cash box. Can a transaction take place if the cashier is away from the box? Of course not. A careful cashier would always lock the cash box before he goes away from his desk for a few minutes. The magic cash box without a cashier. An automated teller machine, commonly called ATM, is a modern machine that makes transaction easy. There is no human cashier managing the machine. This is a computerized machine. Customers who want to use the ATM must have a special card and a bank account. When they insert this card into the machine, a computer allows the computer to draw money from the customer's account through the ATM. Money's special trips. Whenever a payment is made, we usually get something in return immediately. At a clothes store, you may get a shirt or a sari. At fun park, you may get a ride or a giant whale. At a park, you may get cotton candy or spicy pani puri. But some payments are different. You could save money, make some trips regularly. Daily, weekly or monthly trips. Auto driver Das makes a payment to his auto rickshaw owner every day. He drives through the city taking people from one place to another. He may earn rupees 150 or rupees 300 or even rupees 500 each day. But every day he pays rupees 100 to owner Ollappa for letting him use his auto rickshaw. House rent is paid in advance to landlord. If the monthly rent is rupees 3000, we could pay rupees 100 to the landlord each day. But this is very difficult. Instead, we pay rent in advance for all the 30-day electricity and water bills are paid after we have used the electricity and water for a month. What are the other transactions where the payment and returns do not happen immediately? Eat more and save more. One way of saving money is to spend less money and put that money into a piggy bank or deposit in a bank. There are many other ways to save money. Eat, eat, eat. Eat fruits and vegetables and homemade food whenever possible. Help the elders in the house to grow, shop or cook vegetables. The healthier you are, the lesser your family may have to spend on medicines. Run. Walk to school if possible. Run to school if you have to. Save or bus tickets. Plan in the sun. Play outdoor whenever possible. Use sunlight. If there is a sunlit spot in the room, use it rather than work in a dark place where the electricity light on. Turn off switches. Turn off electricity light when no one is using it. Switch off the TV when no one is watching it. So many bills at the end of the month, so you can save a lot of money. Discounts and taxes. Festival discounts are so good. Some transactions are very special because they usually make us very happy. We are happy when we get a discount. What is a discount? Pannalal charges rupees 15 per meal at his restaurant. If someone promises to have his meals in Pannalal's lunchroom every day of the month, he would have to pay Pannalal rupees 450. For such regular customers, Pannalal is happy to charge less. He takes rupees 14 per lunch instead of rupees 15. Pannalal gives the customer a discount of rupees 30 per month. During festivals, shopkeepers give customers a good discount. They may give a discount of 15% for every 100 rupee of the price. They charge rupees 15 less. So if your t-shirt is marked rupees 300, they will sell it to you at rupees 45 less. Tax is good for our roads. A family's income helps us to take care of the family's needs. A small part of the income is given to the government as tax. The money earned as tax by the government is used to build and repair roads, parks, bus stands, bridges, and all the common areas that our citizens use. When people pelt stones at street lights and buses during strikes, they are actually damaging something which belongs to all citizens and for which all citizens have paid. So taxes are transactions between citizens and the government. Money I order you to go there. Do you know, is it possible to send money from one place to another? In India, the most popular way of sending money to someone is through the Postal Service of India Post. If your father wants to send money to his sister in another city as a gift for Raksha Bandhan, he would go to the post office near his house. He would fill out a money order form and give the money and the signed form to the clerk there. This transaction is relayed to the post office in your aunt's town. The post office sends the same amount of money but not the same notes that your father paid to the post office through a postman to your aunt. There are many modern ways in which money travels. One of them being wire transfer, which is a transaction that takes place across two places, even if the places are all on two different continents. Modern technology like computers make these transactions fast, accurate, and easy. Paying to make money travel. Whenever a person or institutions help with a transaction, we pay them a transaction fee. The transaction fee depends on many things like the purpose and the size of the transaction. Who are the people who make sure the transactions are made according to the rules? Who make the rules? Read about them. The money managers. Meanwhile, think about a coin or a 10 rupee note. Draw a story to show where the coin might have traveled. Thank you.